This is Yang Qian from CDC NIOSH. I'm currently serving as adjunct professors at School of Medicine, School of Pharmacy, and School of Public Health. Therefore, I could host students at these three schools. Currently, there are two major projects in my lab. Project 1 is pulmonary and cardiovascular responses to aerosolized emissions from 3D printers. 3D printers have been used in manufacturing environments since the 1980s. The raw materials used to build an object could be liquid or powder in the form of plastics, metals, and ceramics. Some build materials contain engineered nanomaterials. The health hazards for working with these materials mainly comes from a large amount of airborne emissions, include dust and volatile organic compounds, VOCs, which may pose a great risk for pulmonary and cardiovascular effects in humans. The specific aims of this proposed research are A, characterize emission from 3D printers, B, determine 3D emissions induce toxicity in vitro, and C, characterize pulmonary and cardiovascular response of rats for inhalation exposure to 3D printed emissions. The second project is toxicology assessment of emission from fabricating engineered stone countertop. Engineered stone countertops contain more than 90% crystalline silica, have become increasingly popular among consumers in recent years. The fabricating process, cutting, grinding, and polishing of the engineered stone countertop at the fabrication shop, as well as at installation sites, generate mixed emissions of respiratory crystalline silica and composite materials. Epidemiological and clinical studies show that workers exposed to the dust released from engineered stone countertop suffer from axillary and chronic silicosis, as well as associated autoimmune disease. The hypothesis of this study is that exposure to this dust poses a health risk, particularly silicosis and autoimmune responses during its fabrication process. The overall object of this study is to characterize the physical chemical properties of emission, and then identify the hazardous sources of the dust in pulmonary inflammation and the pre-silicotic responses, as well as autoimmune responses. My lab currently has a PhD fellow and a technician. We just had a PhD candidate complete her study in my laboratory and went to a tobacco company for the toxicology position. As a research group, lab staff are working together as a team to help each other to push the science forward. NIOSH has the advanced cutting-edge research infrastructure, and scientists at NIOSH are always willing to offer help for those needed. If you would like to visit NIOSH campus, please contact me. Thanks.